fog on the window, no smiles to fake. Street light flickering, eyes half closed. Troubles at the door, that's how it goes. Yeah, watching the world through a dirty glass, waiting for the heavy hours to pass. World spins slow, no need to rush. Take another breath, feel the hush. Shadows in the mist fading away. Long night ahead, in the gray we stay. Inhale the silence, exhale the noise. Forgotten the panic, the broken toys. Just a silhouette against the wall, waiting for a phone that will never call. But it's cool, the solitude is my friend. On this loop beat that will never end. World spins slow, no need to rush. Take another breath, feel the hush. Shadows in the mist fading away. Long night ahead, in the gray we stay.
Blurry light, blurry mind. Leave the sharp edges far behind.
Clock hands frozen, stuck on the 3. This is exactly where I wanna be. No destination, just the flow. Letting the inner fire softly glow. World spins slow, no need to rush. Take another breath, feel the hush. Shadows in the mist fading away. Long night ahead, in the gray we stay. Signs blinking like they know my sins. Every exit whispers where I never been. Radio preacher with a broken tone, talking about love like it owes me alone. Dashboard glowing like a tired face. Every mile adds a little more space. Don't chase closure, I chase the night. Headlights carving truth out of white.
Keeps asking who I am. I answer slow, I answer down. Ghost fingers tracing vinyl seeds. We don't speak, but the silence speaks. Still driving,
Still gone,
still gone. Still driving,
still gone,
still gone. Still driving,
still gone,
still gone.
still gone.
They think I'm a vampire, maybe they're right. I I only come alive in the middle of the night. Skin is pale, eyes are wide awake. Avoid the sun for my sanity's sake. While they run around in the burning day, I'm in the shadows where I wanna stay, yeah. Vampire mode. Vampire mode. Curtains drawn tight, hiding away from the blinding light. My day starts when yours is done. I don't need the warmth of the sun. Blacked out curtains, turning day to black. Laying down now, relaxing the back. The world is too loud, too bright, too fast. I'm built for the silence, built to last. Let them talk, let them speculate. I'm just living at a different rate. Vampire mode, curtains drawn tight, hiding away from the blinding light. My day starts when yours is done. I don't need the warmth of the sun.
Red velvet curtain shutting out the day. Piano player knows exactly what to play. Smoke hanging low, thick and sweet, sinking deeper into the leather seat. No clocks on the wall, time doesn't exist. Just another name on the waiting list. Velvet lounge vibes, soft and slow, letting the inner feeling show. Safe from the storm, safe from the cold, listening to the stories being told. Waitress moving like a shadow in the dim, filling the glass up to the rim. Murmurs and whispers, secrets exchange. Everything in here is perfectly arranged. If not atmosphere, heavy and dense, relaxation at its own expense. Velvet lounge vibes, soft and slow, letting the inner feeling show. Safe from the storm, safe from the cold, listening to the stories being told.
Matching the snare, tonight no sorrow, stripping it bare. saxophone crying, soft in the back. Forgot your name, fading to black. Water washing over the dusty street. Pavement cooling down from the heat. Rain wash the street. We are clean in our own world, living the dream. Not a sad jazz, but a peaceful vibe. Don't stop the flow, join the tribe. Rhythm of the drops, nature's beat. Watching from the window, the best seat. Gray sky orchestra, playing a song. Feels like a place where I belong. Liquid notes falling from the air, washing away the stress and the care. Rain wash the streets. We are clean in our own world, living the dream. Not a sad jazz, but a peaceful vibe. Don't stop the flow, join the tribe.
Sunlight hitting the dust, waking up the floor. First light, first smoke, reaching for some more. Bit of coffee in the mug, sweet thoughts thoughts in the air, a quiet conversation with the empty chair.
Morning light forgives my face. Clock keeps time but gives no grace. I don't chase hope, I sip it slow, waiting on myself to show.
7 a.m. coffee, breathing steam, still half stuck inside a dream. Day starts quiet, heart still raw. This is the ritual I swore I'd stop.
7 a.m. same routine, trying to feel what I mean.
No big wins, no applause, just another morning pause.
7 a.m. same routine, trying to feel what I mean.
No big wins, no applause, just another morning pause. Barstool sermons, cheap advice, everyone wrong but sounding nice. Memory drinks before I do, leaves me here with half the truth.
Whiskey echoes off the wall, every laugh just starts to fall. Truth waits bottom of the glass, hits me hard, never fast. Whiskey echoes talk too loud, drowns me out inside the crowd. I don't fix it, I just stall, let the echoes hit the wall.
Let it roll. Yo. Found a box of tapes in the cargo, whole written in marker, stories of old. Summer of 99 road trip mix, analog healing for the digital tricks. Ho, put it in the deck, watch the spool spin, feeling that rhythm vibrating the skin. Beats from a planet that we left behind, echoing forever in the cosmic mind. Tape deck future, analog soul, spinning in circles, losing control. His on the track, crackle and pop, the hip-hop heartbeat is never gonna stop. We ride the waves of the magnetic band, bringing the noise to a distant land. Yeah. No streaming service, no cloud to connect, just physical media, give it respect. Looping that drum break, looping that rhyme, distorting the space, distorting the time. This rusty old ship loves the boom bap sound, vibrating the boats all around. So turn up the volume, wake up the stars, spitting these bars while we passing Mars. Flip sound. Back to back in the dark, the silence is a wall, waiting for the ego or the pride to fall. Smoke fills a gap where the words used to be. I'm losing you and you're losing me.
Breathing quiet like we're guests, same room holding different stress. If this ends it won't explode, it'll fade the way we spoke. Cold sheets, talking in the dark, warm smoke, hiding every spark. We don't touch but we don't leave, love stuck somewhere in between. Cold sheets, warm smoke tonight, wrong or right, still holding tight. Say nothing, feel it show. Cold sheets, warm smoke.
Static on the radio, life's like old vinyl. Mind is calm, nothing is final. Neon lights hitting the wet concrete. Just my own path, moving my feet. Frequencies clash in the midnight air. I'm floating around, I don't even care. Catch the frequency, heartbeat sound. Middle of the night, look what I found. Words in the air, floating so high. In this mood, we never say goodbye. Tuning into waves that no one hears. Music washing away all the fear. Signal is strong, the connection is deep, while the rest of the city is fast asleep. Vibration in the chest, low and heavy. Cruising slow in an old Chevy. Catch the frequency, heartbeat sound. Middle of the night, look what I found. Words in the air, floating so high. In this mood, we never say goodbye.
Daytime requires a mask to wear, pretending to care, pretending to share. But when the door locks, the mask falls down. No need to smile, no need to frown, just a raw face, tired and true. Nothing to prove to any of you. Mask off, face in the mirror. Vision is getting clearer and clearer. Society's costume on a chair. Finally breathing the midnight air. played a social role, paying the toll with pieces of soul. But here in the dark, I am the king. I don't know anyone, a single thing. Naked truth in the candlelight, reclaiming myself every night. Mask off, facing the mirror. Vision is getting clearer and clearer. Society's costume on the chair. Finally breathing the midnight air.
Forehead pressed against the cold glass, watching the empty minutes pass. Condensation drops racing down, tears of the sleeping silent town. Cooling the fever inside the brain, washing away the stress and pain. Cold glass barrier, thin and clear. Safety is here, danger is near. Separated by a fragile line. Everything out there isn't mine. I see a cat walking on the fence. Does he also feel the suspense? We are both creatures of the shade, watching the daylight slowly fade. The glass is the shield, the glass is the land, where the solitude starts and ends. Cold glass barrier, thin and clear. Safety is here, danger is near. Separated by a fragile line. Everything out there isn't mine.
Feet off the ground, graphic is a lie. Only this melody remains, never die. Rising up slowly, air getting thin. Waiting for the moment, let it begin. Elevation gain, leaving the dark. In the power of music, we put our trust. Above the clouds, looking so small. Soul is free, breaking the wall. Floating in void, hold my hand. Watching silent movies across the land. Oxygen is pure, vision is clear. Nothing to hurt us, nothing to fear. Drifting like a feather on the breeze, doing exactly whatever we please. Satellite view of the life below, letting the cosmic river flow. Above the clouds, looking so small. Soul is free, breaking the wall. Floating in void, hold my hand. Watching silent movies across the land.
born in the wrong time, feeling so old. Body is young, but the spirit is cold. Tired of the trends, tired of the flash. Don't care about the fame or the cash. Walking with the ancestors in my stride. Got a whole universe deep inside. Deep inside. Oh, so wandering, lost in the new. Looking for the real, looking for the true. Vintage heart beating in the modern chest. Putting the weary mind to the test.
They swipe left and right, I turn the page. Trapped in a digital, invisible cage.
Give me the analog, give me the grain. Give me the sunshine after the rain. Wisdom is heavy, burden to bear, but I'm floating on this musical air. Oh, so wandering, lost in the new. Looking for the real, looking for the true. Vintage heart beating in the modern chest. Putting the weary mind to the test. Flashback to the golden age. Turn the page. Candlelight, shadows on the wall. Storm outside, but I don't fear the fall. Melody rapping like a warm sheet. No need for reason, just feel the beat. Safe haven in a box, a foresight. Watching the rise and fall of the tides. Kingdom in a dim room, I wear the crown. Turn up the volume, never coming down. Eyes wide shut, seeing the truth. This rhythm here is the fountain of you. Smell of the pine. Everything in here is purely mine. Lock the door to the crazy world. Watching the smoke as it gently curls. A meditation state deep in the zone. King of the castle sitting on the throne. Kingdom in a dim room, I wear the crown. Turn up the volume, never coming down. Eyes wide shut, seeing the truth. This rhythm here is the fountain of youth.
Yeah, last main home, sitting all alone. Scrolling through the messages on the phone. Turn the lights flashing, strobe effect. Thinking about the life causes in the fake. Humble of the track, squeeze them in raw. Define the gravity, define the law. Whoa. Empty subway car, rattling on. And everyone I know is already gone on the brown road. Concrete scene, living in a dream, trying to wait. Reflection passing by, blurred and gray. Didn't speak a word for the whole day. Graffiti on the window, tagging signs. We in between the blurred lines. Destination close but feeling far. Trapped inside this moving metal door. Empty subway car, louder than all. Everyone I know is already gone. Underground world, concrete snake. Living in a dream, trying to wait. Next stop, no way. On the gap, oh yeah, hey.
Sky's painting the deep blue, a color that the day walkers never knew. Window open wide, air is fresh and cold. Watching the secrets of the night unfold. No cars, no noise, just the atmosphere. This is the only time that I think clear. The deepest blue before the sun arrives. Living the calmest of all the lives. Silence is heavy, but it feels so light. Wrapped in the velvet arms of the night. Most people sleeping, chasing a dream. I'm awake, swimming upstream. Concentration high, focus is a laser beam. Nothing is as chaotic as it might seem. Just me and the blue staring face to face. Found my sanctuary, found my place. The deepest blue before the sun arrives. Living the calmest of all the lives. Silence is heavy, but it feels so light. Wrapped in the velvet arms of the night.
Horizon is turning a purple shade. The end of the shift, the end of the raid. First ray of light is a warning sign to retreat back to this cave of mine. Street lights flicker and finally die. Time to say the sun goodbye. Dawn is the end, not the start. Closing the eyes, protecting the heart. World's waking up to the noise. I'm shutting down, blocking the voice. See the zombies walking to the bus, making a scene, making a fuss. I'm slipping under the heavy sheet. Escape complete, escape is sweet. See you on the other side of the moon. Hope I don't wake up too soon. Dawn is the end, not the start. Closing the eyes, protecting the heart. World's waking up to the noise. I'm shutting down, blocking the voice.
floating in the hall. You are the anchor when I start to fall. Darkness outside is infinite and cold. You are the warmth that I want to hold.
The gravity of you is pulling me in. Under the spacesuit, under the skin.
Planets have orbits, but I revolve around you. In this vast black, you are the blue.
To the city wall, last cigarette standing tall. Gray clouds hanging low and deep. Listen to the bass while they sleep. Concrete jungle, hot and cold. Stories written, never told. Painted in gray, but I feel the color. Chilling inside, unlike any other. Walking slow, heavy steps on the floor. Let the world scream, I ignore the roar. Sidewalk surfing, eyes on the ground. Lost in the rhythm that I just found. Gray sky mirrors the look in my eye. Not sad, just watching the time fly. Urban poetry in every crack. Ain't no looking forward, ain't no looking back. Painted in gray, but I feel the color. Chilling inside, unlike any other. Walking slow, heavy steps on the floor. Let the world scream, I ignore the roar. Contactless living, wanting nothing more. Digital signals are enough for me. I don't need your reality. My walls are thick, my mind is wide. Traveling the universe from inside. Hidden in according to the secret plan. Crowded streets, empty souls, staying apart is the only goal.
Waking up to the hum of the drive. Another cycle just trying to survive. Steam rising from the mug in my hand. Drifting far away from the land.
Just a routine. Just a routine.
Laser sharp mind cutting through the haze. Navigating through the mental maze. No phone ringing, no knocking door. Just the ideas hitting the floor. Creative flow in the dead of night. Everything suddenly feels so right. Silent focus, locking it in. Where the imagination can begin. World is muted, volume at zero. In this story, I am the hero. Drafting the plans, writing the code. Walking alone on this mental road. They ask how I do it, I never tell. I cast a solitary magic spell. While they sleep, I built my tower. This is the source of the secret power. Silent focus, locking it in. Where the imagination can begin. World is muted, volume at zero. In this story, I am the hero. In this story, I am the hero.
Cruising down the 405, windows cracked wide, smoke dancing with the ghost of a girl by my side. Every street light is a marker of a misturn. Watching bridges in the mirror as I watch them burn.
Speedometer line about control. I don't slow down, I just lose the road. Asphalt humming on
talking like they understand. I keep driving till I'm less of a man.
Midnight dashboard glowing in my chest. Every mile pulling something off my past. No destination, no final stand. Just me, the road, and the dashboard hands.
Close the old books, that's on the shelf. Tired of the lies, focus on self. One beat, one loop, life in a spin. Paper plane flying, let the game begin. Memories fading like old Polaroids. Avoiding the drama, filling the voids. Long time gone, stress turn to ash. Nod your head, no need for cash. Sway with the rhythm, don't ask why. Just floating here under the sky. Backpack full of rhymes and dreams. Nothing is ever as hard as it seems when you let go of the heavy weight. Accepting the flow, accepting the fate. I'm miles away from the noise and the crowd. Head in the clouds, but I'm standing proud. Long time gone, stress turn to ash. Nod your head, no need for cash. Sway with the rhythm, don't ask why. Just floating here under the sky.
Melting, dripping on the wood. Misunderstood, but it's all good. Patience is a virtue, that's what they say. I'm just watching the smoke drift away, not in a hurry to reach the end. Time is the enemy, time is the friend. It's a slow burn, keeping it low. Steady with the flame, steady with the flow. Fire inside, cool on the skin. Let the meditation finally begin. Embers glowing red in the dark room, chasing away the impending doom. Savoring the moment, tasting the air, sitting in the corner in the
radio chair. Fast life kills, slow life heals. Spinning imaginary wheels. It's a slow burn, keeping it low. Steady with the flame, steady with the flow. Fire inside, cool on the skin. Let the meditation finally begin.
Gravity generator is acting up again, but I don't feel like I'm floating away. You know why? Yeah. The magnet on the fridge just floated to the roof. 0 G living, yeah, we got the proof. Everything is weightless, the books and the pens. Drifting in the cabin, making amends. Cold outside the window, absolute 0 degrees. But in this little cockpit, we aim to please. I don't need the boost with the magnetic grip. Long as I'm with you on this long trip. We got our own gravity, pulling us close, better than the tech. Yeah, we got the most. Spinning in the dark, 2 stars align. System fail, let the power drop. This pull between us is never gonna stop. Floating upside down, sharing a kiss. Tell me, is there anything better than this? The universe is vast, empty and wide, but I got the whole world right by my side. Third bingo, yeah, that's what we said. Love is the fuel, get into my head. So let's just drift, no need to touch the ground. In the silence of space, you're the only sound.
Walking past the glass, seeing my own ghost. Toasting to the dice that I miss the most. Neon pink and blue, beating on the street. Heart is bumping slow to the steady beat. Reflections in the pedal, distorted and weird. Face is kinda fuzzy, curled a little beard.
Neon lights reflecting, world is upside down. Can't know the silence in a noisy town. Cars melting soft into the dark. Just a lonely walker leaving on.
Storefront mannequin, staring at the void. Avoid the negative, stay cool, not annoyed. Electric come buzzing like a lullaby. Underneath the purple and the black sky, a mirror image shifting with the wind. Confessing on the virtues and the sin.
Neon lights reflecting, Lord is upside down. Can't
the silence in a noisy town. Silence melting soul into the dark. Just a lonely walker leading the road. It's just light curving past space. Mirage.
Sun goes down, that's when I rise, hey. Seeing the world with the open eyes. Daytime is for robots, night is for the free. Sipping on the darkness like a cup of tea. Perched on the balcony watching it all, waiting for the silence to make its call. Yeah. Night owl flying, wings spread wide. Nothing to fear, nothing to hide. Moon is my guide, stars are the map. Caught in the rhythm, caught in the trap. Night owl flying, wings spread wide. Nothing to fear, nothing to hide. Moon is my guide, stars are the map. Caught in the rhythm, caught in the trap. While the city sleeps, I'm crafting the art, listening closely to the beat of the heart. Shadows are dancing, playing a game. Every single night is never the same. Solitude is heavy, but I carry it light. Everything is clearer in the black and white. Night owl flying, wings spread wide. Nothing to fear, nothing to hide. Moon is my guide, stars are the map. Caught in the rhythm, caught in the trap. Window is open when the air rushing in. Goosebumps rising on the pale skin. Mix it with the smoke, gray and white. Dancing together in the pale moonlight. Oxygen sharp, smoke is thick. This combination is my favorite trick. Breathing in deep, the cold and the fire. Burning the thoughts, taking them higher. Fresh air keeps me from falling asleep. Secrets are buried, buried so deep. Conscious that the toxic and the pure. For this lonely heart there is no cure. Ash falling down on the windowsill. World is moving but I'm standing still. Let the breeze clear out the mental fog. Just an entry in the captain's log. Breathing in deep, the cold and the fire. Burning the thoughts, taking them higher. Fresh air keeps me from falling asleep. Secrets are buried, buried so deep.
rings into the stagnant air. Perfect circles floating with flair, expanding slowly then breaking apart, like the feelings inside the heart. Mesmerized by the great dance, caught in a deep smoky trance. Smoke rings rising, gray and blue, distorted view of me and you. Vanishing ghosts in the room, flowers blooming in the gloom. One after another, passing the time, committing the perfect victimless crime, killing the boredom, killing the stress, in this beautiful organized mess. Watching physics play with the clouds, silence is speaking very loud. Smoke rings rising, gray and blue, distorted view of me and you. Vanishing ghosts in the room, flowers blooming in the gloom. Purple and pink lights on the wall, artificial sun standing tall, feeding the plants while the moon is high, creating a fake electric sky. It feels sci-fi, it feels surreal. This is the only thing that is real. Artificial sun glowing so bright, keep my greens happy in the night. Photosynthesis in the dark, creating life, creating a spark. My little lab, my private base, floating in the outer space. Outside is darkness, inside is bloom. Life is exploding in this room. Technology and nature holding hands, obeying only my command. Artificial sun glowing so bright, keep my greens happy in the night. Photosynthesis in the dark, creating life, creating a spark. While they dream, I am building the frame, designing the rules of the new game. Architect of silence, builder of peace, waiting for the chaotic noise to cease. Every thought is a brick in the wall, standing strong, standing tall. Building a world inside the mind, leaving a broken pieces behind. Night is the canvas, I hold the pen, writing the future again and again. No interruptions, the foundation is set, no regrets, no one to forget. Structure in the thoughts in a perfect line. Everything here is by design. My empire rises when the sun goes low, watching the mental flowers grow.
building a world inside the mind, leaving the broken pieces behind. Night is the canvas, I hold a pen, writing the future again and again and again.
Look at the window. There it is. Target locked.
Clouds of purple, oceans of blue. The radar wasn't lying, the readings were true. Shining like a diamond in the velvet sky. Tears of joy welling up in the eye. We made it through the void, through the empty years. Conquered the doubts and conquered the fears. Prepared for descent, engage the gear. The destination is finally here. Crystal horizon, shining so bright. End of the tunnel, end of the night. Second bingo hit, now we claim the prize. Fair eyes reflecting in your tired eyes. We down the land, feet on the soil. End of the drift, end of the toil. Strap yourself in, it's gonna be a ride. Atmosphere entry, nowhere to hide. But I got you, and we got the map. We crossed the gap, avoided the trap. From a rusty bucket to a brand new home. No longer destined to endlessly roam. Touchdown imminent, systems are green. Most beautiful thing that I ever seen. Touchdown, we are home. Third bingo confirmed. Let it roll. Yo. Found a box of tapes in the cargo, written in marker, stories of old. Summer of 99 road trip mix, analog healing for the digital tricks. Ho, put it in the deck, watch the spool spin, feeling that rhythm vibrating the skin. Beats from a planet that we left behind, echoing forever in the cosmic mind. Tape deck future, analog soul, spinning in circles, losing control. His on the track, crackle and pop. The hip-hop heartbeat is never gonna stop. We ride the waves of the magnetic band, bringing the noise to a distant land. Yeah. No streaming service, no cloud to connect, just physical media, give it respect. Looping that drum break, looping that rhyme, distorting the space, distorting the time. This rusty old ship loves the boom bap sound, vibrating the boats all around. So turn up the volume, wake up the stars, spitting these bars while we passing Mars. Flip sound. Let's go.
islands in the kitchen, oceans in between. The hardest kind of living that I've ever seen. We chose a lonely life, but we chose it together. Trying to survive this heavy indoor weather. Same walls hurt us when we lied. Same room where we learned to hide. Nothing loud, nothing broke. Just a silence we never spoke.
Kitchen light stays on too long. We both pretend nothing's wrong. Plates stay clean, words don't move. We circle truths we never prove. This ain't war and this ain't peace. Just a feeling unreleased. Love don't die, it just stalls. Breathing slow inside these walls. We are here but not aligned. Same space, two states of mind. No escape, no open door. Two solitudes on the same floor. We are here but not aligned. Same breath, different time. Still we stay, still we cold. Two solitudes holding hope.
Back to back in the dark, the silence is a wall. Waiting for the ego or the pride to fall. Smoke fills a gap where the words used to be. I'm losing you and you're losing me.
Breathing quiet like we're guests. Same room holding different stress. If this ends it won't explode. It'll fade the way we spoke. Cold sheets, talking in the dark. Warm smoke, hiding every spark. We don't touch but we don't leave. Love stuck somewhere in between. Cold sheets, warm smoke tonight. Wrong or right, still holding tight. Say nothing, feel it show. Cold sheets, warm smoke.
Digging in the groove, finding that pocket where I wanna move. Dust in the air, glittering like gold. Stories of the young, wisdom of the old. Analog warmth in a digital age, turning over slowly, page by page. Dusty groove spinning round and round, lost inside the magic of the sound. Popping his, the texture is real. It ain't about the look, it's how you feel. Digging deep, finding hidden gems, creating new flowers from the old stems. Scratches on the surface, scars on the soul. Music make the broken parts feel whole. Loop it back again, let it resonate. Master of my time, master of my fate. Dusty groove spinning round and round, lost inside the magic of the sound. Popping his, the texture is real. It ain't about the look, it's how you feel.
Whistling low, pouring the brew. Dark roast liquid, nothing new. Not to wake up, just to taste the bean. Watching the steam on the digital screen. Caffeine running through the veins so slow, giving the mind a steady glow. Black coffee at 4, ritual of the dark. No bite, no sugar, just a bark. Sipping silence from a ceramic cup. The rest of the world is waking up. Aroma filling up the lonely room, chasing away the impending gloom. Warmth in the hands, cold in the chest. This is the time I function the best. No yawning here, eyes are sharp, playing the keyboard like a harp. Black coffee at 4, ritual of the dark. No bite, no sugar, just a bar. Sipping silence from a ceramic cup. The rest of the world is waking up. Black coffee at 4, ritual of the dark. No bite, no sugar, just a bar. Sipping silence from a ceramic cup. The rest of the world is waking up.
Plants, they listen the best. Never judging, never putting to the test. Leaves reaching out for the LED glow. Watching the roots slowly grow. My green sanctuary safe and lush. In a world that is always in a rush. Green leaves breathing, silent friends. Where the concrete stops and nature begins. Water and earth, trapped in a pot. Giving me the peace that I haven't got. Oxygen maker, silent mood breaker. I am the giver and I am the taker. Care for the leaf, care for the mind. Leave the toxicity far behind. A little forest in a high-rise block. Firm as a stone, firm as a rock. Green leaves breathing, silent friends. Where the concrete stops and nature begins. Water and earth, trapped in a pot. Giving me the peace that I haven't got.
5 a.m. crew, sing about the morning dew. For me it's a lullaby, sweet and sad, the best concentration I ever had. Nature is waking, I'm winding down. King of the quiet, losing the crown. Birds are singing, day is near. Music to my tired ears. Signal to sleep, signal to rest. Put the nocturnal mind to the test. Sunlight creeping, still in the dark, lighting up the trees in the park. I pull the curtains, block the rain. I refuse to join the day. Let the birds sing for the working class. I'm watching the sand in the hourglass. Birds are singing, day is near. Music to my tired ears. Signal to sleep, signal to rest. Put the nocturnal mind to the test. To the start, circle complete. Waking up, no, the dream is sweet. Voices blending all in one tone. Time and smoke sitting on the throne. The journey ends where it all began, just according to the master plan. Infinite loop, beginning or end. Belly full of peace, music is a friend. Rhythm goes on, even when words stop. We are still here waiting for the drop. Round and round like a record spins. Nobody loses, nobody wins. Just existence in the musical frame. Every moment different yet the same. Connecting the dot, closing the line. Sipping the rhythm like a vintage wine. Infinite loop, beginning or end. Belly full of peace, music
music is a friend. Rhythm goes on, even when words stop. We are still here waiting for the drop.
Talking to the plants, they listen the best. Never judging, never putting to the test. Leaves reaching out for the LED glow, watching the roots slowly grow. My green sanctuary, safe and lush, in a world that is always in a rush. Green leaves breathing, silent friends, where the concrete stops and nature begins. Water and earth trapped in a pot, giving me the peace that I haven't got. Make a silent breaker. I am the giver and I am the taker. Care for the leaf, care for the mind. Leave the toxicity far behind. A little forest in a high-rise block. Firm as a stone, firm as a rock. Green leaves breathing, silent friends, where the concrete stops and nature begins. Water and earth trapped in a pot, giving me the peace that I haven't got. Most of the leaves casting shadows on the floor. I don't need to go out the front door. My jungle is here under the artificial light. Green friends breathing with me in the night. Humidity rising, smoke in the air, touching the leaves with a gentle care. Tropical vibe in a concrete box. Time doesn't matter, don't look at clocks. Ferns and palms, listening to the beat. Cool air conditioning, escaping the heat. Outside is gray, inside is slush. Away from the city and the daily rush. Water in the soil, grounding my soul. Staying detached is the ultimate goal. Nature and smoke, blending in the haze. Getting lost in this botanical maze. Tropical vibe in a concrete box. Time doesn't matter, don't look at clocks. Ferns and palms, listening to the beat. Cool air conditioning, escaping the heat.
Looking down from the window, I see the swarm, running in circles, keeping it warm. Stabbing each other in the back for a dime. Wasting their souls, wasting their time. Fake smiles, handshakes with a hidden knife. I want no part of that plastic life. The rat race running round and round. I'm up here safe and sound. They fight for scraps, they fight for gold. Stories of betrayal, body and soul. Why do they do it? I'll never understand. Building their castles on the sinking sand. Gossip and lies, part of the game. Every single face looks exactly the same. I light up a smoke and exhale the pity, watching the tragedy of the city. The rat race running round and round. I'm up here safe and sound. They fight for scraps, they fight for gold. Stories of betrayal, body and soul.
Steam rising up from the porcelain cup. Sun coming up, don't wanna get up. Caffeine and nicotine, breakfast of champagnes, echoes of the night, crossing the canes, bittersweet things, burning the gold, trying to keep this feeling afloat. Coffee and cigarettes, busy routine, living inside a movie scene. Black as a night, white as a smoke, life is a riddle. I give a dough. Table that messy, life traded for, feeling the gravitational pull. Morning haze messing with the grain, numbing the pleasure, numbing the pain. Just 5 more minutes, let me be. Sipping moments, dark liquid shit. Coffee and cigarettes, lazy routine, living inside a movie scene. Black as the night, white as the smoke, life is a riddle. Life is a travel far through the smoke and haze, lost in the rhythm, lost in the maze. From the neon lights to the dusty floor, there we are standing at the final door. Doors are circles, they open again. Ink is still flowing from the pen, drifting away, but coming back round. Feet are firmly planted on the ground. The loop is eternal, the beat doesn't stop. From the bottom, right
rising to the top.
Close your eyes now, let the cycle restart. Music is the blood pumping in the heart. No goodbyes, yeah, just to see who's on. Underneath the same old gale moon, fade into the beginning. Start from the end. Music is a lover, music is the friend. Drifting away, but coming back round. Feet are from me, planted on the ground. The loop is eternal, the beat doesn't stop. From the bottom, rising to the top.
Streetlight orange hitting the blind, creating patterns of a different kind. Shadows dancing on a bedroom wall, monsters and angels, big and small. Silent movie projected for me, abstract art that is totally free. Shadows moving, telling a tale. Wind is blowing, filling the sails. Orange and black, shifting shade. A visual form of the great escape. A branch swaying looks like a hand, reaching out from a distant land. Car passing by, lights sweep the room, chasing away the momentary gloom. I watch the show from a comfy bed, cinema playing inside the head. Shadows moving, telling a tale. The wind is blowing, filling the sails. Orange and black, shifting shape. A visual form of the great escape.
Tick-tock, but I don't hear a thing. Gravity heavy, lost the mood to sing. Sunk in the couch, world feels so far. Don't care about the sun or the star. Living in a moment that stretches out, erasing every single shadow of doubt. Oh, time stood still, hands don't move inside my head. Just this groove, relax your mind, let the river flow. Tonight is ours, taking it slow. Yesterday is gone, tomorrow is a guess. Right now is the only address. Melting into the fabric of the night. Everything is wrong, but it feels right. Suspended in animation, floating free. Just the music, the smoke and me, yeah. Time stood still, hands don't move inside my head.
head, just this groove. Relax your mind, let the river flow. Tonight is ours, taking it slow.
Stop the watch, break the glass, let it pass. Tenth floor view, city like a board, cutting all the strings, cutting the cord. Tiny little cars, tiny little lights, witnessing the calmness of the heights. Breeze in my hair, cold and crisp, holding a thought like a wisp. Standing on the edge, looking below, watching the river of traffic flow. Balcony retreat, my private zone, high above the chaos on my own. Smoke rising up to join the clouds, far away from the noise and crowds. Perspective changes when you look down. King without a castle, king without a town. Just a spectator in this grand show, letting the nighttime slowly grow. Standing on the edge, looking below, watching the river of traffic flow. Balcony retreat, my private zone, high above the chaos on my own. Blurred in the gray, nicotine staining the words I didn't say. Raindrops racing down the glass like my regret, counting all the things a man never forgets.
Concrete smells like almost home. Balcony talking when I'm alone. Hands go numb but the feeling stays. Some nights only wash, not erase.
Rain on the
Railing, metal crying slow. Every drop knows something I don't know. City breeze heavy, nicotine stays. If it hurts this clean, let it rain. Rain on the railing, let it fall. No umbrella for this call. If it breaks me, let it stay. Some pain don't wash away.
lights green all the way through. Universe talking to me and you. Window down, breeze on my face. Temporary worries lost in space. Wheels turning on the asphalt, black. Cruising forward, cutting some slack. Yeah. Green light shining, glide, don't race. Leave the past behind, leave no trace. Smoke dancing round, curving the road. Peace on the right, lightning the low. Every intersection is a new start. Driving with a rhythm deep in the heart. No red lights to stop the flow. Where I'm going, I don't even know. Yeah, yeah. City blurry lights passing by fast, making this peaceful feeling last. Yeah. Green light shining, glide, don't race. Leave the past behind, leave no trace. Smoke dancing round, curving the road. Peace on the right, lightning the low. Circle is closed, the night is done. The battle with the daylight is won. Eyes are heavy, your body is slow. Letting the conscious mind go. The blue turn to gold, then to white. I surrender now, giving up the fight. Closing the loop, drifting away. Hiding the dreams for another day. Ceilings transition, smooth and deep. Finally falling to the sleep. The plants are fine, the coffee is cold. Stories of the night have been told. See you in the shadows when darkness falls. When the moon rises and destiny calls. I wrap myself